am I off on this? Like, what is the best way to handle like somebody that I voted for that is not living up to their promises? I'm criticizing them, and some responses are, well, yeah, you're a fucking idiot. And I was like, I don't know if that's the best way to build a coalition.
What's going on, you guys? Kyle Kulinski's going in on Andrew Schulz, Tim Dillon, Theo Von, the entire brosphere that got MAGA in office and now is wanting to retrace their steps. Kyle Kulinski's not letting them get off that easy. Let's get into it.
About what Donald Trump thinks or feels? Of course not. He has zero respect for it. Also, Donald Trump is the guy in his first term who increased drone strikes by over 400%. So,
hold up. Kamal, did you get that talking point from me, bro? Did you get that? I'm the only person on this platform, this godforsaken hellscape that is YouTube, who mentions like every fucking show that Trump's first term, he increased drone strikes over 400%. Did you get... I'm not mad at you. I love that you're spreading that. I hope every YouTuber starts spreading that fact, because that fact was buried for so long. But did you get that from me? I hope he got that from me. If he got that from me, I am doing God's work.
Trump is the guy in his first term who increased drone strikes by over 400%. So again, what the fuck would make you think that this was the guy who was going to end a war, let alone two? When he was president the first time, he increased the deficit more than almost any other president in American history. And that was after inheriting an economy that was pretty good. So yeah, when you turn the camera on and say, this isn't what I voted for, people are gonna make fun of you, as they should. You look stupid. If you had decided to take any accountability and was just like, you know what, guys, clearly Trump is a liar, I should have known that, that's my bad, let's try to move forward. If you had said anything close to that, people wouldn't have cared as much. But because you're an insufferable asshole, you don't do that and instead decide to double down on why voting for Trump was so smart.
But I don't regret it at all. I don't even regret voting for him at all. Because what you see is all these Democrats that are starting to take up the issues that he was the one campaigning on.
I'm still too nice to these fucking people, aren't I, bro? I am still too nice to these fucking people. The nerve! The fucking nerve! I still don't regret it. Really? You don't regret it? Have you talked to the fucking 17 million people who just got kicked off of their health care? Have you talked to them? How about the 3 million people that just got kicked off their fucking food stamps? How about them? Have you talked to the people who are being shipped to a fucking concentration camp in El Salvador? Or how about Alligator Alcatraz? How about Guantanamo Bay? How about the no more due process, no more habeas corpus? Fucking ICE Gestapo thugs rounding people up outside of immigration hearings, even if the case was dismissed. You still don't regret it. Oh, because now the Democrats are... What are you talking... No. We're not going to play this game, bro. We're now... Oh, because the Democrats are bringing up the Epstein files. Therefore, like, okay, first of all...
That you really don't care, that you really don't regret voting for Trump. That just goes to show, like, okay, well, I really don't have any... I don't have a dog in the fight on this one. If America goes straight to crap, then it was already going to go straight to crap, you know? And it's just... It shows the state of the average viewer or the average voter for Trump, to where they're going, they already gave up. And it was the last hope that they had, that this guy, this smooth talker, who's not even a smooth talker, right, that he was going to be the one to get everyone out of it. And it's like, okay, well, now you saying you don't care, well, that's great. I'm glad that you're going to be all right, but there's a lot of people that are facing the consequences of America going straight to shitwater.
It took you till that to say, oh, there's a problem here with Trump, the Epstein file shit? Motherfucker, like I said, it was weeks before that they cut healthcare for 17 million people. It was Iran. He bombed Iran for no fucking reason. They're not attacking us. They're not even building a nuke. What? And also the Epstein shit. Like, people in the Democratic base have always cared about the Epstein shit. I always talked about the Epstein shit back in the day. You just don't listen to it when we talk about it. You don't acknowledge it when we talk about it. And the fact of the matter is, we've always been right that Trump is in the Epstein files. I'm getting off track here, but god damn it. To say after all this that you don't regret supporting Trump is fucking inexcusable. You are failing the most basic test of logic and humanity if at this late date you can't say, you know what, Kamala would have been way better than this. Let me tell you something. If Kamala Harris was in office, we wouldn't have had the pediatric cancer research cuts that Elon illegally did. We wouldn't have had Meals on Wheels being cut. 17 million people wouldn't have lost their Medicaid. The CFPB wouldn't have been destroyed. FEMA wouldn't have been destroyed. 250,000 government workers wouldn't have been fired. 50% of the Social Security offices wouldn't have closed. We wouldn't have 7 plane crashes because they're way underfunded air traffic controllers and froze hiring right before a bunch of the plane crashes. We wouldn't have brain drain and, the destruction of our medical and scientific research in this country. So if you can't say at this late date, I was wrong for supporting Trump, you're fucking useless, bro. You're worse than useless. You're a fucking propagandist hack. You're fucking Rush Limbaugh in 2025.
Essentially what he's done is pull the Democrat Party over to the center. So if they start talking about these issues, Ro Khanna, who we have on later on this podcast, and then we got Ro Khanna, who's pushing up this bill in Congress right now, where he wants to release the entire unredacted Epstein files.
Yeah. He doesn't even realize like how much of an out-of-touch privileged asshole he is when he talks like this. And for whichever one of his ethnic ball coddlers was that hit that ooh. Yeah, fuck you too. Trump hasn't even been president 9 months, and we're already at the point where we've sent hundreds of people to a crazy super prison in another country, where I think it was up to 70 to 90% of them have no criminal history. We have ICE arresting people at their own immigration hearings. The tariffs, one of those two things that Donald Trump actually ran on, Walmart already said, yeah, we already increased prices in June to prepare for this bullshit. So shit's more expensive now for no fucking reason. And we fired hundreds of thousands of government employees, including people who are, I don't know, in charge of telling us about floods in Texas. And you, the obnoxious, wealthy entertainer, say you don't regret your vote because now the Democrats are talking about releasing the Epstein files. And you wonder why people don't fucking like you. Now, for the
to address something that Andrew Schulz had said, yes, I mean, maybe it has brought the Democrats to more of a center position, but it's pushed the conservatives all the way into you have the most honest white nationalists ever out here just spewing their hatred, spewing how they think they're better than everyone else. This is white supremacy to a whole new level. It's become mainstream at this point. So if Trump isn't the one who is going to ruin everything, he is damn sure creating a wide open lane for this new, like an actual authoritarian, someone who is going to kill people that aren't white. It's sort of crazy.
To the world's biggest clown. So because Andrew and his group of human laugh tracks started to feel the heat after their epiphany that the known liar might have lied, they had on the guys from the Pod Save America podcast. I guess these guys used to work with Obama back in the day, and now they have a podcast because of course they do. But anyway, listen to what Andrew says here.
It was a bit of a media storm that happened after some criticisms that I had over Trump, and I had John. I was like, John, like, am I off on this? Like, what is the best way to handle like somebody that I voted for that is not living up to their promises? I'm criticizing them, and some responses are, well, yeah, you're a fucking idiot. And I was like, I don't know if that's the best way to build a coalition.
First off, bitch, we were talking about build a coalition. You just said you don't even regret voting for the guy that's causing all this bullshit.
Yeah. Like, if the voters hurting your feelings makes you not want to support the other candidate, then you're a bitch. You're a bitch. I wouldn't care if it was 2016 or 2020 and every single Bernie Sanders voter looked at me and said, Kyle, fuck you. You're a fucking asshole. I hate you. I hate your ugly face. Fuck your mother. I slept with your mother. I'm going to spit in your eye. Go fuck yourself. If every I wouldn't go, oh, because of that, I now can't vote for the guy who wants to give everybody health care. Let me pick a different candidate who doesn't want to give people health care. There's no connection between how the voters make me feel, the base makes me feel, and my values as a person. The policies I prefer. This is such fucking Weasley chicken shit nonsense. Oh, you hurt my feelings, so now I must vote for fascism. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you then, bro? What is wrong with you? You hurt my feelings, so let's build concentration camps. Like, what the fuck?
He's basically saying, oh, well, you guys aren't creating a cult. I want a cult type of atmosphere. I want someone who's going to like just take me as I am, and I want somebody to really sell me on being a Republican, on a Democrat, the same way that they sold me on being a Republican. I want that type of where everyone's just accepting me and they're slowly forming me into their own, like I'm molding into someone else that I wasn't. I used to not be as racist as I was before then, but I don't know. It's sort of funny, hey, we can all joke about it. These guys think it's funny. They like me. They're accepting me. And then before you know it, they're a shell of like you look at Joe Rogan, you look at Andrew Schulz, they aren't even I never really kept up with Schulz, but Joe Rogan is not the same person that he was however long ago. They changed by getting morphed into this cult-like mentality, and then now they're complaining, oh, why isn't the other side a cult? You guys need to do better winning me over because this side has free food. I like and they don't even have free food. Shoot, I mean, the groceries are crazy. Yeah, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's another day in the progressive way.